Okay, I'm going to do a screen recording of the UFO footage I got this morning on April 14th. First of all, here's the original raw footage. 0653.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Today is April 14th.
Another one.
Go fast.
Another one.
It's like a 0652 approximately. My wife just went in to use the bathroom. I'm not wearing a watch. You know, ever since I came to live here in Thailand, I kind of stopped wearing.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's the original raw footage right there. You see, it's not in slow motion. You see how fast that thing's moving. You know, look at that thing. I need to zoom in on the original footage too and show the true speed of that thing. Or look at that. Obviously not a balloon. From a distance, I guess you could maybe. Nah, if you actually see it with your naked eye, nah. I mean, you can't really mistake that for a balloon. It just sticks out. It's just too out of place. So anyway, that's the original raw footage. Now here's the footage in slow motion. Zooming in on it. There it is. Go fast. See here. Watch the go fast zip by it. Okay, so you see that's not a balloon, and also, you know, what are all the little things zipping by it at so fast that faster than anything could possibly go on Earth? You see the orb ascending, and look at that. There goes the go fast. What are all the go fast zipping by it? What are all those things zipping by it? That's the other question. And just honestly, what is this? Obviously not a balloon, not a drone, not any kind of earthly aircraft of any sort. And I've seen it up close. Okay, it's alive, or rather, something alive inside of it. I'm not going to keep. Well, there's definitely. I mean, it's definitely. I'm not going to go into. There's other things too. The actual object itself almost looks like it's part of the organism sometimes. I actually have pictures of their bodies up close. That was back in November at Calcutta. Okay, so I think that's about it. That's close enough to show that that's not, you know, a zoomed in. That's zoomed in enough to shut up anybody that says it's a balloon or anything else. So anyway, I think that's about it. Here, let me fast forward to the end a little bit. Here, let me keep going for another minute or two here. How far in is the video? And then this time, you know, the last video I got on April 11th, you can see it actually disappear, or rather fade away. This morning, it just go. I actually did follow it with the camera all the way till it was gone, but this time you could clearly see it went into the clouds. The clouds were a little thicker this morning. So anyway, that's about it. Basically, you can see that's not like a balloon or anything. It's pretty obvious. I mean, you'd have to be if you go online and write "that's a balloon," then you're just making an effort to say what it's not, or to look at it. You're just making an effort to. If you say if you write online that that's a balloon or something like that, you're just making a pretty good effort to be a skeptic, because I've got proof here beyond reasonable doubt of life beyond Earth. Here, I'd say. I do, actually. I've got pictures of their bodies. I've got pictures of these things every day. Videos. I mean, I get some online trolls, actually. And it's not... Actually, it's something. I get some like online trolls that are always posting comments on there that are trying to, or they'll write something on there that that it's not what it is. You can see clearly with your own eyes that that's not what it is. They'll just write that to get people to just automatically turn away from it, probably. But well, there actually is a misdirection campaign out there on this issue. And it's in the media, it's on YouTube, it's on the internet, it's everywhere. And I kind of have to wonder about the congressional hearings as well. I mean, they present some, what looks like real information, but I have to really wonder. But I think they do that just to show people that, like me, that have seen it. To make it look like that they're actually investigating it, or actually looking for the answers, actually. But I think what's really going on is they're just continuing to try to keep it a secret. There's just a lot of misdirection out there on the issue, and I think that actually does include the congressional hearings, to be quite honest. And a lot of the characters you see on the internet. Notice how they always go to a particular sort of media, like NewsNation, and if it's on YouTube, they'll be going on Joe Rogan or something like that. Notice how it's all, the only real news. Occasionally, the mainstream media will cover a little bit of it, of the issue, but you notice though it's typically NewsNation and other tabloids that are covering it, basically, and that's part of the misinformation campaign. Nobody's really trying to get to the answer. Like the congressional hearings, for example, they already have the answer. They're just trying to make it, give people that have seen it the feeling that somebody actually is, looking into it. I think that's what it is. Because it's kind of hard to hide it. It's kind of hard to keep something like this a secret when so many people are seeing it. So they have to do things like that, I think. Like the congressional hearings to satisfy people that want answers. But the truth is, they're not looking for the answers. The truth is not out there. The truth is all around us all the time. They're everywhere. Okay, it's interdimensional, and I've got a lot of video footage for months that definitely got some strong evidence that supports that as well. Look at the videos. The way they come out of nowhere and then they disappear into nowhere. Okay, they're all around us all the time. They can appear whenever they want. I've got so many videos that prove that now. It's like interwoven, like into our own world. It's a natural phenomenon that modern science just doesn't understand, or just doesn't have enough facts about, probably. But I'm documenting some facts here. I mean, so I won't ramble on about it any further, but take a screenshot of that for the thumbnail, for the YouTube thumbnail. Let me shut that down for a second. There we go. And then at the end, you see it disappear into the clouds. So I think that's it. That's close enough to show that that's not any kind of earthly object whatsoever.